Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Simple Haskell. So now, as we have kind of gotten to our little introduction about Reflex and reflex-dom, we are going to look at Obelisk and how to set up Obelisk, which is actually quite simple. I really, at the end of the day, am just going to be following along with these written instructions. It couldn't be simpler, really because of Nix, which I will explain a little bit about. But I figure having a video like this might be helpful for just a very clear entry point into getting set up with reflex-dom and Obelisk. But again, literally verbatim, just doing this. And I will be setting it up for Ubuntu. I have a new um, VirtualBox instance set up, and we'll just be going through that. So what I've done here is I've added the oh sorry, I'd be remiss if I didn't explain a little bit of what's going on. Jumping ahead, but um, so basically, Obelisk is built as a Reflex platform application, where Reflex platform is a sort of framework which uses Nix. And so, what is Nix? Let's start there. So Nix is a way to declare, a declarative language for describing reproducible builds. So if I build something on my computer using Nix, and I have my Nix file, which describes how to set up my environment. This Nix file should work on any other person's system. So if I have someone working for me on a project, I can pass the Nix file to them, and they can get entirely set up. It sets the path variables, gets external dependencies, external libraries, um, and it's just very simple to use once it's set up. It is a little bit difficult to actually understand Nix and deal with sort of the lack of resources that are available for learning Nix, but it is definitely possible, and it is a great system. And I will actually, most likely, time permitting, spend time on a simple Nix sort of series, which might help with. I would definitely check if that series is out at the time of watching this video, if you are looking to get a deeper understanding of what is going on here. But anyways, um, so oh, went too far. So Obelisk is a Reflex platform implementation, and what Reflex platform is just basically a collection of tools to make using Nix. It is a collection of tools to build Haskell packages on a variety of platforms. I'm just honestly reading that out. I'm definitely not the most knowledgeable person on Reflex platform. I personally have not used it directly. I might do a deeper dive personally and then do a video about it. But I'm not quite sure what there is to say. The one thing that is quite nice that I do use about that is defined in terms of how Reflex Platform works is that they have a hoogle server, which makes it quite easy to deal with any sort of library or working with any sort of external library that might not have documentation on the actual hoogle. So or the actual hoogle website. So for example, if I look for the package of reflex, I mean it does come up, and actually yeah, I guess it does come up. Um, but if I look at something like a package within Reflex, or one that I am currently using, then it will not show up on Hackage. It may not even, or sorry, on hoogle. Um, and so, what's a good example of this? Um, Let me see. Hmm. What is a good example of this? So something like, oops, Pardon me. Monoidal containers might be a unknown package here, which we would not see. I doubt we would see here. Oh, wow. Interesting. Okay, that's a bad example. What about this one? Wow, okay, that's interesting. Well, you know what? I guess I'm not sure, but I know that there are some which will not show up on the normal hoogle, and so it might be nice to have a hoogle server. Um, but anyways, this is really just about how to get you set up quickly with the tutorial, and again, you could literally just honestly, you know, watch or sorry, just go through these instructions, and you'll be good. This is really just to have an easy way to get started. So, anyways, that is a lot of talking. Let's get started. So I have added to my etc nixconf file for Ubuntu these different parameters. And along with sandbox true, because I am on Ubuntu, I already have Nix installed, which again, if you want to look at a previous video, link is in the description. It can help with understanding what we're doing with setting up Nix, if this video is not enough for explaining that. And so if you're on Mac, of course, you're going to want to follow the Mac OS instructions, including the Nix daemon. And I make this very clear because this will take a while to run. And you might be surprised that this is literally all we actually have to do here. Oh, I'm going to want to grab it from here. And this will take a while. Okay. Okay. That's weird. Anyways. So this is going to take either a while or it'll be very quick. With having binary caches, so binary caches are basically just a Nix concept where executables and builds are stored on some computer, and you can subscribe to these binary caches instead of building everything from scratch on your own computer, you can speed up the process of the overall build, in this case Obelisk, by getting some of its dependencies directly from the binary cache. And that is really it. Again, this is literally just to get you started. I actually... Well, you know what? I'll do a little bit of an explanation on this stuff here. So once this is all set up, all I have to do is simply these commands. Again, there's great documentation for Obelisk, and this will set up a new Obelisk project, which we will get into. We will get into. We will explain further in a later video, and I will probably just have some simplified instructions for how to use Obelisk for the beginning of our reflex tutorial. Anyways, that is definitely it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.